So this is where it all begins. This is the first run of a 38-week training block. I know that's ridiculous. I've taken a 5k training plan which lasts 10 weeks, a marathon training plan which lasts 12 weeks, and an ultra marathon training plan which takes 16 weeks. And I've put them all back to back, and there's a couple of weeks in there as rest weeks. Just here next to a plane taking off next to Southend Airport. Today is a very easy 8-kilometre run. It's all going to be in zone 2. I'm doing my best to hold things in zone 2 as much as I can. As you can see, I'm walking a lot of the time. I'm going to keep my intensity down so that I can get my volume up without getting any more injuries. 1.5k into my first run, and I've already had to change where I was going to go. The traffic was so busy I couldn't cross the road, so I've had to come down to a proper crossing. You might notice I've got a bit of extra kit on today. I've got out and got myself Solomon Advanced Skin 12 race vest, wearing it for the first time. Got nothing in the pockets, I'm just using it to get used to wearing it. I've also got a nice new bit of bling on my wrist. Nice bit of tech for my birthday. That new watch will recommend a course for me to do. And today it's recommended me a course down into Cherry Orchard Park. As always, my heart rate is through the roof. Trying to keep this in zone 2. If I just ran comfortably, I reckon I'll be in zone 4 or 5. So it's really hard for me to stay in zone 2. I find it really difficult. This first week is all a mixture of 7 and 8k runs, all at very easy pace, zone 2, just to ease us into the increased volume. It's actually pretty humid. I wasn't expecting it to be so warm. Didn't bring any water with me. When I bought this vest, it was second hand, and it didn't come with any bottles. And the 2 bottles from the Solomon website actually cost more than I paid for the jacket, so you've got to find an alternative to those. 3k in, and we finally hit some trail. I can now call myself a trail runner. Still getting a bit of a problem in my hamstring. Got a full video coming up about how I'm going to go about fixing that. More work needed on that. Bring it back under control. Welcome to Cherry Orchard Park. This is absolutely stunning. What a lovely day. People out walking the dogs. Probably should have bought some shades. It's really sunny. I'm just taking it easy. Nice and slow. Trying to keep it in zone 2. Every time I run I go into zone 4. One of the reasons I bought the 965 was because it has maps and navigation. I thought I'd started it when I left the house, but now I'm in the middle of nowhere and I have no idea how to get back to the road. I think I've got to turn left in a minute, but I don't know where. That's where I came from. There's a footpath there, and there's a footpath there. So that seems to say that I can go straight on. Let's see where this goes. I don't normally bring my phone with me, but because I was wearing my vest today, there was a pocket free. And it's a good job I did, because I can use the maps to find out where I am. So even more worrying, when I started a live track session so my girlfriend can see where I am, and I've just followed the link for the live track session and I can't see me on the map. So this is going really well so far. I've gone down a footpath and popped out onto a road that I know, so I'm back on track. I've done about 5 kilometres. The ironic thing is, when I bought the 225 5 years ago, I bought it deliberately because it could track my runs without taking my phone out with me. Now I've upgraded to the 965. In order to get some of the premium features, I have to take my phone with me, which is bonkers. If you're going to take your phone with you, you might as well use your phone to track where you are. I don't know if I'm doing this right. My current 5k PB is 22 minutes, so I'm capable of around 4:20 a k, and yet to stay in zone 2 I'm having to walk at around 9 minutes a k, which to me seems ridiculously slow. If I do 9 minutes a k, 80 kilometres, it's going to be like 12 hours or something. Leave a comment below if you know what's going on, what I should be doing coming up to the end of this run. Not the session I thought it was going to be. I was expecting it to be further, and I was expecting it to be faster. 7 point something k in the legs, all in zone 2, so hopefully that means I can build up the volume without getting any injuries. Complete and utter fail on the tech front, didn't get maps working, and I think I might not have started the workout I was supposed to do today. Another one in the bank. See you in a couple of days. Well, hello there. How are we all? Hope you're keeping well. Today, easy 7k. Up nice and early to get it done before work. Ben Park's t-shirt on, because today is the 10th of August and it is my 41st birthday. Oh my goodness, getting old. I look like an old man in the picture. Hopefully this running will make me look younger. Yesterday I did an 8k easy. It's supposed to have a little tempo element in it, but I pressed the wrong button on my watch, so I just did it all at easy pace. Today should be a 7k easy, all in zone 2. I'm going to concentrate on getting my cadence slightly higher. So if you can hear that, got my metronome going at 170. Try and lift it up a little bit. Concentrating on mid-foot striking. Trying not to overstride. Try and take the pressure off my hip flexors. Today I'm in the Saucony Tempest, so I just want to mix up the shoes a little bit, give my feet a little bit of a variation, work in different muscle groups. Very nice, first thing in the morning. So I've got a bit of a dilemma here. Trying to maintain 170 steps per minute, but every time I do that my heart rate goes through the roof, so I'm finding it very difficult to do both at the same time. Something I haven't thought about before. Normally always one with music, but today I'm listening to the metronome and it's nice and quiet. Oh, there's some gym equipment, didn't know that was there. Got some people sleeping on the bandstand in their tents. I don't know if they're homeless or backpackers. I can remember being woken up at 7 o'clock in the morning and we had slept in our tent in Australia, and we pitched a tent in the dark, didn't know where we were. We woke up in the morning by kids playing in the park because we'd pitched up in the playground. Well, this is nice. My watch has recommended me a new route I didn't know existed. I found Brittlebrook. This is exciting. I like to find new stuff. This is going to be great. I have to look on the map, see where this goes. I've gone off the course, as you can hear from my watch. It's screaming at me, telling me to go back on course. But I'd much rather be running along this footpath with no traffic. I'm going to keep on going down here until I run out of room. And because I've gone off where my watch had navigated me to, I don't quite know how far away I am from home. I know this is the way home, but I don't know. I'm going to get home a bit too early. A little bit of a pain in my hip. We will have a full video on that, getting that fixed tomorrow. So 1 train, 3 tubes and a little bit of a walk, and I've finally made it here to the Lightbox, the home of the running lab. I went into the running lab knowing that I had an injury in my hip, and all the stats showed that I had an injury in my hip. The scanners have confirmed that there are no underlying issues. Whatever the injury is, it's not being caused as part of my running technique. So how are we going to break this cycle of injury, boom and bust. I stop the training plan that I'm on at the moment and start with 5 minutes of walking followed by 24 hours of recovery. It's fine, I've got 6 months until my next marathon and 10 months until the ultra, so taking 6 to 12 weeks out now, it really isn't a huge deal. I was just trying to ignore the issue as much as I could, and I was just training through the pain. I need to fix this issue before I take on anything else. I was determined to prove to myself that I can do a half an hour walk, so off I went. I was really strict and I made sure that I stayed in zone 1. Although Christian didn't prescribe it, strengthening and stretching all the muscles in my hip flexors, IT band, groin, glute and lower back. Yesterday I gave it 24 hours rest as prescribed, and I'm pleased to say that I've woken up today and I'm feeling absolutely amazing. It's the best it's been for 18 months.